I guess we're gonna have to start with you messaging me on DMs.
Yes.
And then taking away your DM.
And I took a
like,
follow back as well.
Yeah. Well, what was going through your mind? What was the message actually? What was the message you sent me?
Oh, I wish I could find it. I think the message. Oh, now you're gonna look even worse. I was like, "Hey, you're awesome. I really look up to you," or something like that. Well, obviously, I didn't look up to you that much because I was like, no, that's fine.
You know what? I look down on this motherfucker now.
Yeah, I don't know why I took it back.
Yeah, I get it. Just being petty. It's okay. Just being a little petty.
Yeah, and I also think maybe women are used to like not being responded to, so even just 2 seconds it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna take this back.
Women are used to
are not
are not I was gonna say women are definitely used to getting responses. Yeah, I'll tell you that. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. This is on record.
Thank you so much. And he followed me, so we're all good.
Yeah, and I just actually clicked follow just before we started recording, and she still hasn't followed me back. So, the audacity to message me and then redact the
redact
message.
That I look up to you. Yeah. That's so
now
funny.
You better look up to me, motherfucker, you know?
But I saw you like a couple of days later, and you were really friendly, so I was like, how's it?
Oh, in person?
Yes, I saw you at the club.
In Brisbane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it was before I came to Brisbane. Pretty much that week I was here.
Yeah.
The first time. Oh, okay.
And you were so friendly. I was like, cool. He's good people's.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, that's how I was raised, you know, coming from immigrant parents, right? They raised me well to be like, yo, be kind to other immigrants. Not the white people. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. That's me. Which is a problem when there's
are you serious?
Well, okay. If there's a group of people and it's like brown people, I'm like, hey. Yeah. There's white people, I'm like, nice to meet you, sir. Right.
It's a little different.
It's completely different.
Have you seen that Key and Peele sketch?
It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Because you can't hide the happiness that I feel when I see POC.
What's PSA?
POC, people of color.
Oh, POC. Oh, sorry. See, it's the accent. So you're very Aussie.
Oh, okay.
PSA.
Yeah, POC.
POC. It's so true. It's so true. It is a thing, honestly. Like, whenever I see, and I look like I'm white. Like I could be white passing, right?
You do.
Right? You're like, yeah, you're definitely white.
Yeah, you look.
Everyone think like even Persians, because I'm Persian, right? My parents are from Iran. Yeah. And even Persians who meet me in the wild, they're like, yeah, like literally, because this fucking country's wild. They are like, oh, like you could have passed for Aussie if you didn't tell me you were Persian. I was like, what? Like, I don't think I look that white though. Like compared to an actual like white person like from Canada, U.S., fucking Australia, I feel like I look a little ethnic. You know?
You look something, but like you. If you told me, if you had a Bogan accent, you could pass.
A Bogan accent, mate? Like that?
Yeah, that's traumatizing me. I'm like, how am I in his house?
Yeah, sweet as, mate. Yeah. Where's the miso?
Perfect.
See?
That's so good.
Straight from North Queensland.
I'm jealous. You've been here for like 2 minutes, and I've been here for 20 years.
Yeah, but yours is probably mixed with your like family's accent too, no? Like did you grow up with your family here?
Yeah, I grew up with my mom, and she's like strong.
Ugandan.
Yeah. But that's not going to get me employed. So I'm like, what's a better accent to use?
What's a proper Ugandan accent?
It sounds like this. They talk very slow. You're done with me. I see it in your eyes. Yeah. They talk very slow.
Oh, so because like typically I feel like Uganda is West Africa too, right?
East Africa.
Oh, it's East Africa.
Yeah,
oh,
next to Kenya.
Oh, okay. So I think East Africans do talk a little bit slower than the West African. Like Nigerian, like it's not like this. Like it's very fast.
Yes, and there's like energy and like
big. You know.
Not Ugandan.
Ugandan is more like they're more like chill, more slow.
They're very cool. Everything's like this.
Oh.
They're cool people.
I bet. I'm telling you, right? The people I've gotten along with the most in my life are, funny enough, Russians and Africans.
Really?
I swear to God.
Very different. I guess similar, conservative a bit, I guess.
I think because our cultures are so similar, maybe not the food, but like, you know, we value, the core values are similar. Family.
Yes.
You know, like, you know, just trying to get a bargain, getting a deal and shit.
Yeah.
Not wasting money.
Exactly.
Engineer, lawyer, doctor. Having a good profession.
They get it.
Traditional relationships, right? They value that stuff. Just having good manners,
Yes.
But also, I don't know. Yeah. We're not so religious. Are you religious?
Well, my family. Depends who's watching, actually, because I was raised Muslim.
Oh, really?
So
are Ugandans typically Muslim?
Ugandans are typically Catholic.
Oh, okay.
But my grandfather, he was the head imam, so like
oh, wow.
the Pope, but of
the imam,
of the whole country. So very religious. But then when I came here, I'm not as staunch. But right. I don't drink. I don't
pork. No pork.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Astaghfirullah.
Astaghfirullah. No pork. Do everything else.
That's the whitest way to say astaghfirullah.
Don't even. How you're not even Muslim? Hey, are you Baha'i?
Nothing. We're not religious.
Nice.
Yeah, we just never we never had a religion that we abided by growing up. To be honest, like Persians typically. Naturally, as people, aren't religious people.
Right.
They're kind of forced into Islam because of the extremist government. That's the only reason that Persians are Muslim. But in that country, like if they wanted to, like if they had a choice, they wouldn't be religious.
They'd just be
be free, just do whatever you want. Like they're very progressive in that way.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but obviously with the change in the government, like I don't know how much you know about what's happened in that country, and I'm not trying to get political. I'm just saying. Because I don't know much about it either, but I just know that like since like the government changed and it became an Islamic state, it became way more extreme and like they forced people to wear hijabs. You have to be Muslim, So, and like if you're a different religion, they'll fucking,
Yeah, I've had some Persian friends but most of my Persian friends they're Baha'i.
Yeah, Baha'i. There's a lot of Baha'i Persians in Australia. I realized. I've met only Baha'i Persians here.
Yeah, good people.
Yeah, they're great. All Persians honestly are great people. Like we're very great people, like kind people.
I get that
generally,
vibe. Yeah.
So even when you said like when we met, like I was kind and shit. Like I was serious. Like that's how I was raised because that's how my parents were raised and how all our ancestors were raised.
And that's not a normal thing. Like for a stranger to meet you and for you just to have like an automatic warmth. Maybe I'll say it's maybe not an Aussie thing or it's more ethnic thing because I feel like Australians are like a little bit standoffish.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, of course.
And that's how brown people are to each other.
Exactly. See, so I am brown. I'm not white. You see that?
Emphasis on that part.
Yeah. No, it's true though because and that's weird to me is when people aren't warm to me.
Yeah.
Because you were just exactly the same as me when we met too.
Yeah, that's how I am. And my problem is like because I am so warm to everyone, I overestimate my relationship with people. Like after this, I'm like, oh, that's my best friend.
Yeah, we're besties.
Neema. And the person's like, oh, what?
Yeah. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
No, 100%. I get it. And I like that about my culture, and I'm sure your culture is exactly like that too, right? Like they teach you to fucking, respect other people.
Yeah, 100%.
Open up your arms to other people because you never know. For us, it's more so like, you never know, who you're gonna meet or who's gonna be in your life or who's gonna be like the pinnacle of giving you a great life, like whether it's friends or romantic relationships. Like just be open. That's the message I always got. Just be open to whoever you meet because you never know.
And I feel that so much in stand-up. It's like you don't know what relationship is gonna lead to what or is gonna help you creatively or career-wise or in your life.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and
big time.
And that's why I feel like we are very similar in cultures because of that reason. And I guess what were some traditions for you and your family growing up that you carried on to here?
Ooh, traditions that we carried on. This is gonna sound silly, but like a lot of roasting and like self-deprecating jokes.
Oh, really?
Which is, I think it's a very African thing, like making fun of each other. Like I remember, because in Uganda, men don't wear shorts. Like
they don't wear shorts?
Not really. Like especially if they're like up above your knees. No one wears shorts that are up above your knees, like little shorts. If you do that, you're like a prostitute. or you're gay.
Okay, which is a sin.
yeah. Both of those are equally as bad. Gay, worse. But I remember when my brother came, he started wearing them because that's what Aussie guys wear. I was like, I called him gay for years. And to Australians, that would be weird. But that's just how.
What would be weird?
Calling someone gay for wearing shorts.
It would be weird if you call a person gay here.
An Australian person, yeah, you're gay. Like, you're being a little gay right now.
I'm getting a little gay? You can't see it, but I'm pretty gay right now.
You're so gay. And we would meet it. Like, you're
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, your parents would probably see me like, this is not a good person for me.
At all.
At all.
Bad influence.
Yeah, bad influence.
Which is scary when you get in and say it because it's actually illegal.
Oh, it's legit illegal.
It's illegal.
To be, like, gay.
Yes.
That's so wild.
Death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To this day.
It's quite recent. Like, maybe 2 years ago, they made it illegal.
Oh, they made it illegal?
Yeah.
So it was legal before?
It was legal, but it was heavily frowned upon.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what happened that they made it illegal now?
Well, not much that I can talk about publicly because the government's a bit, how are you going?
How you going?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit, how you going? But I think it's just something that they've always believed. Have you seen the video, Why Are You Gay?
Oh, that's a classic.
Yes, Eat Da Pupu.
What's that?
You haven't seen that?
Isa Pupu?
Eat Da Pupu. It's like explaining what they think queer people do.
Oh.
And it's a pastor who's like, they eat da pupu. And everyone's like,
oh my God. Yeah, no, I think I have seen that, but I've definitely seen the Why Are You Gay one. Why are you gay?
Yeah.
Is that Ugandan?
That's Ugandan.
Oh.
So those are the sentiments shared nationally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's actually, that's crazy because like you'd think it would be the other way around nowadays because it's so much more progressive on this side of the world. No, they're like, nah, bro, we going backwards.
That's right. They're like, Obama's trying to bring the gayness. Yeah. We need to double down.
Yeah, we need to double down. Yeah. Let them know what's, there's only two sexualities.
Yeah,
either
that's right.
or two genders, men, woman, and you can only be straight or else you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's like that in a lot of Middle Eastern countries too. Still, and even for sure in my country and like other countries around surrounding, like they're not. You're gay, like you're fucked.
Yeah.
They think there's no gay people in the country.
Which is a valid thought if you've never had friends who are queer.
Which definitely the odds are against your favor because
yeah.
I'm sure at least a couple are a little on the fence.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of them like you don't know.
Yeah, they have a crush on you and you have no idea. You're not reading the signs, bro.
It's like you probably won't be telling me saying this. That's like my brother. He had this friend. I was like, I think your friend's gay. He's like, no, he's not. He just sends me messages every morning to wish me a good day. I'm like, you're getting good morning texts, bro.
He wants your D.
Bad.
Big time.
Yeah.
Like he's been craving it. Like not even just thinking about it. He's craving
This guy would wear like tights.
Oh yeah.
You know the girl tights? Just like,
buddy. For sure.
Yeah.
How could your brother not see that?
He's just so, like that's not even possible for someone to think like that.
It's probably because of how, because of how he's raised too, like back home. It's like you have that ingrained in your brain, like there's no gays too. So you start like taking that into your own generation, right?
Yeah. He's just a very nice guy. He's so nice, man.
I trust him with my life. I swear to God, this guy would never steer me wrong.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Yeah, but he would touch you. But no, that's interesting. What was you moved to Australia from Uganda by yourself or with your family?
I came here with my mother and my brother, and then we live with my stepdad, who's Aussie.
Like pure white Aussie guy.
Yeah, pure white British.
Oh wow,
he's actually British.
And so he's a Pom.
Yeah, he's a Pom.
Wow.
And then just lived in the country for like the first year, and then came to Brisbane.
Where's the country?
Like Rockhampton.
Rockhampton?
Rocky, yeah. It's
is that north of here? Like in Queensland?
Yeah, it's in Queensland. It's like far north not far north, but it's like maybe 4 hours from here.
Oh, okay. So it's up north.
Yeah, up north.
Interesting.
So interesting.
Yeah. And did you grow up in a mainly like really white area?
Yeah, so white.
Like you felt left out. I'm sure.
Yeah, 100%. I was like, well, at first I was really excited. I was like, this is so cool. And then I was like, oh, I don't get these people at all. So I was so excited to leave.
What? How old were you?
I was maybe 4.
Oh, okay. So you were like fresh.
Yeah, I was really new.
And you're the oldest?
I'm the second child.
Oh, so you're the youngest?
Yeah. Which was interesting because when my brother got there, oh my goodness, everybody loved him. They loved him. And I was like, oh, okay, so maybe they're not racist. I'm just not. I'm not a vibe.
Yeah, I'm just roasting these motherfuckers too hard. Yeah. That's what we do in my culture, you know? We roast bitches.
Yeah. And I think he would probably hold back. I was like, you're not, okay.
Ah, yeah, you're being too soft. You know? Yeah, that's why you can't see that his friend's gay.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not seeing the signs.
Not reading.
How old is he?
He's 5 years older.
Oh, 5 years. Okay.
So he's 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what was like the first experience you had over there growing up that you felt like, oh shit, like I'm different?
The first experience. Okay, well, the first one was when I went to my first day of school and my teacher introduced me. She's like, oh, this is Anisa. She's from Africa. And everyone was like, oh. And there was even one brown kid there like, oh. I'm like, what the fuck
are you fucking guys?
Yeah, them, but you?
Yeah, I expected more.
Yeah. So I was just like, it's not that. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, just the conversations, the interactions. I was like, oh, I need to get out of here.
Like what?
Like, I remember I sneezed, and then this little white boy's like, oh, I didn't know Africans sneezed. And then he was genuine. It's like a genuine unknowing. And I was like, we are from totally different worlds. Like, he probably doesn't even see me. He sees me as human, but like
a robot human.
Yeah. And I was like, the gap is so big to bridge between us and me and everyone. I don't know if I could.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
What do you mean? I didn't know Africans. Drop my mic. How the fuck could you think an African can't sneeze?
You know what I mean?
What does that even mean?
I was like, what did you think we did?
Yeah, that's what I actually do want to know that.
Yeah.
I want to go back in time and ask him.
Brendan.
Brendan?
Yeah.
All right, call him up whenever we can.
What did you think we did?
What's wrong with you? Yeah.
So yeah, that was wild, and I was so happy leaving.
Oh, so you left early on?
Yeah, we were only there for about a year.
Oh, and then where'd you go?
I'm so grateful for. And then we came here.
And it was a little better?
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of diversity, but then again, like it took a minute for me to be like, okay, Asian, Islander, Black, because there were no Africans, so you just have to figure out your identity. Like at first, I thought I was Asian, so I hung out with the Chinese kids, the Vietnamese kids.
Oh wow!
Thought I was Korean, and then only in university was I like, okay,
I'm African.
I'm African, yeah.
Wow, that's insane. And did you feel like any blatant racism, or it was more so just passive?
It was there was some blatant racism, like just walking up from school, someone calling you a nigger.
That's crazy.
And just being like, no one said anything. You're just like, oh, that happened.
No one would get your back.
Not at all, no.
Damn.
They were just like, true. He's not wrong.
That's so wild.
That would never happen in
Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. But like not as much as America.
Really?
America, bro, fucking America, it's like in your face racism.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I personally haven't really, obviously I don't have the same racism as you do, but people look at me differently as well in a different way of like, you know, because I'm from sand, you know, so it's like a little bit different, you know, and I'm a desert boy, right? That's my ancestors are from the desert. So like, you know, people would think, oh, like the classic, after 9/11 especially, all the amount of terrorist jokes I would get.
Yeah.
Of like, right?
Because they thought you were.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
But like, at the time, me personally, I didn't care because I was like, that's funny, man. And like, I'm a comedian now, so it's like naturally as a kid, I was like that anyway.
Yeah.
But it didn't really affect me.
That's great.
But there were some kids, obviously, where if they hear that at that age, they're like traumatized. They're like, oh my God, like, does this mean I'm a bad person? Does this mean I'm a terrorist? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And it's rough when you don't know. Like when you go, because in Australia, there's no one to be like, you're African, this is your history. You have no history, no identity. So whatever is kind of given to you, you're like, all right, that's me.
True.
But I think it's good because, you know, without that, it's like, what do you joke about?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Because if you're living in a different country, they're not going to teach you your history.
Yeah.
It's almost up to you, or not you specifically, but I'm saying like people like you from the same background to almost educate everyone else. But at the same time, you know, the onus can't also be on you to do that. But then that's the thing. Like a lot of people here growing up in Canada or America or Australia in the Western world, most of them don't give a shit. They're not willing to do that anyway.
Yeah.
So that's why they'll just resort to, oh yeah, we've heard about Africans, we've heard about Middle Eastern people, we know your type, right?
That's the vibe here as well, which I think makes stand up really interesting because I think I kind of got in my head when I was starting out. No, anything I spoke about, I was like, oh, I don't think they want to hear this. Because they're like, oh, we know where this is going. Like, you're complaining about race. But then I have to be like, no, you don't know.
You don't know, motherfucker. You don't know. Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you.
Well, that's the thing. Hey, cat. There's a cat here.
Thank you for telling me. I would have like, what's your leg?
Yeah, what the hell's touching my leg? Yeah, imagine I didn't tell you, thought it was me just doing that. Jesus Christ. It's not that kind of podcast. But yeah, like that's the thing too about stand-up specifically. I think you should actually double down on that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because it's like, who cares what the hell they think? Like, what, you want to hear another 50 white guys talking about the same shit?
Yeah, facts.
It's like, you're not hating on that. It's just like, okay, like, that's fine. But what about all this other shit? Like, my perspective, your perspective. They didn't grow up with us, really, in our houses. So let me tell you what it's like. Even if you don't find it funny, it's still interesting, I think. Or if you're open enough as a person. If that were me, like, I love hearing about Vietnamese people or like fucking hear about Ugandan families or whatnot, because like I never grew up with Ugandans.
Facts.
Like I think I'm an anomaly in a way because I grew up in Toronto, which is one of the most multicultural cities in the world. So like I grew up with everybody. Like, so I have a fair bit of information on every culture. But for the most part, Ugandans specifically, I don't really know. You're like one of the first people I've met. That's
from hell Uganda. Yeah, cool.
And now we're besties.
Yes.
And so. Yeah, I think it's great that we have more and more people like us to get out there and you know, show our perspective to the world and to other comedians too, because I feel like it makes them better, it makes us better, you know, makes the audience enjoy comedy better. But
100%, and I think it's a bit easier to have like good premises, because to me a fun premise is something that you've never heard before, and if your life is just that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. One thing I learned from this guy Lachlan. He's a comedian in America. He's Russell Peters' opener, and I opened for Russell Peters 2 years ago. Cool. So it was pretty sick. But it was my first time opening for him, and I was really nervous. I was like, man, like, what the fuck? What material am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And then he's just like, yo, man, like, you have to just go up there and tell your best jokes and sell them to the audience like it's the best joke they've ever heard.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You have to be so into it that they're into it.
Hell yeah.
Because if you're having a good time, they're like, oh shit, maybe we should have a good time.
Yeah.
If you believe it, they're like, oh fuck, like if he believes in it, maybe I should start believing in it.
That's cool. And it's like, you know, something that they don't. Like, even
if
there's no punchline, you're like, but there is.
But there is. Just wait.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like it's good to have these perspectives. And it's still new, I think. Like, even for Aussies especially, like, I've realized like it's really behind compared to America and Canada. It's like 12 years behind. It's
very backwards.
It's wild. Like, because you've done comedy in America. What do you think is the biggest difference for you compared to here?
The biggest difference is like, what I notice is like the bravery. Well, I call it bravery. The bravery of like black comics to talk about whatever they want to talk about
in America.
In America, because the audiences, they're down. They're like, yeah, say whatever, talk about race. And I watched that. I'm like, damn, what if I was always like that in Australia? What if I wasn't afraid that I was going to alienate the room and just say what I want to say? Mm-hmm. So that's the biggest difference, because I know if that was here, the crowds wouldn't respond in the same way. But who gives a damn?
I fucking, since coming to Australia, I've been doing nothing but race jokes.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, sure, I'll bomb most of the time. But it's not even a bomb like a traditional bomb where it's like not funny. It's just I'm bombing because people are too afraid to laugh.
Yeah.
It's not because it's not funny. And sometimes it is because of that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying I'm perfect and all my shit's hilarious. It's just I feel like that's the difference between here and in Australia, in America or Canada for that matter. Like in America, you're right. The culture is that, oh yeah, say whatever, we want to laugh.
Yeah.
Right? They're into it. Over here, they're like, fuck, all right, well, let's see what's gonna happen. You know, like make me laugh, I guess. And they're not really like primed for it.
And now I look back when I was scared to do all this stuff. I'm like, I think it's just about not feeling confident as a comedian, because that's your job. Like, you'll tell a joke and you feel like they're not feeling it. It's like, okay, but why? Maybe you don't understand this. I'll explain this. Or you feel awkward here. Okay, well then I'll do this. So now I'm like, I have to be confident to do what I want to do and say what I want to say, and then I'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Has there been moments for you where you felt like deflated on almost like you're like, well, now I don't even know what material to do because it's not hitting as much?
Not anymore. I was at that stage before I left for the States, and then when I came back, I was like, no. We're gonna make this work. I'm gonna say what I want to say. And I think when I get awkward telling race material or dark jokes or whatever, right, and the crowd gets weird, and I'm like, ugh, then it messes the whole thing up. But
true. You have to own it.
Be like, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah, you have to almost double down.
Yeah, and I've started doing that, and it's great.
I saw it, and because I saw you for the first time, I really watched you at like the Walrus Club show, a Sunday night show in Brisbane. And that I remember that one. You had your notes too because you were like trying some new stuff. And I remember watching you and then the audience, and you were saying some dark shit, which was funny. But then you could see a couple of people were like, oh, but then like you didn't back down, and I was like, oh, good, like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
But a lot of comedians here, especially, I've noticed if they say a dark joke like you have, and the audience like pulls back, they instantly you could feel them get awkward. Or like they pull back and now they're like weird, and then now it's all weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, don't do that. They're counting on you to show them how to react.
Yeah, that's right. And I feel like you're kind of robbing yourself of an opportunity to develop your style and your voice, because now it's always going to be dictated by what the crowd feels.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's not a way to live.
Yeah.
That's not a way to progress in your comedy career.
So I am excited.
Let's
I'm
go.
I'm in such a fun stage, and I'm having so much fun.
Good.
Did you ever feel that point where you were like, oh, I want to talk about this, but I don't?
Yeah, of course.
Or your equivalent of that.
I mean, yeah. There's been many times, obviously, but like recently, especially in the past year or two, I feel like I've been actually really confident in my material.
Hell yeah.
Even though I actually am more self-aware of like, it's not the funniest stuff right now, but it has potential. But
Great.
The content of the material, like the actual like subject matter, I'm more confident than ever, because I'm like, man, at this point, I'm not trying to please everyone.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna cater to everybody. It's impossible.
That's right.
At least that's my style. Like I'm gonna do the things I'm strong in, which is like the accents and cultural jokes and family stuff. If people don't like that, then so be it. I'll still learn how to like maybe navigate around it, or like adapt a little bit, or like maybe paint the picture in a different way for the people who don't really understand it.
Yeah.
So there's always a learning opportunity regardless.
Hells yeah.
So yeah.
So if you play a crowd that's not your audience, you're not like, I'm going to change this actor, these jokes aren't good. You're just like, these aren't my people.
Yeah, in the past, I'd be stressing way more. I'd be like, fuck, man, like I can't do this at all. I have to do completely different material. But now I'm like, all right, man, maybe I won't do this a couple of these specific ones that like maybe they probably won't get. Yeah. But I'll do these other ones that are like kind of in the middle. So it's like, it's not too far away from what they can understand. But I'll still be myself. I'll still like just like sell it. Like it's like the best joke they've ever heard.
Hells yeah.
I'll just go up and just fucking rifle,
Yeah. Because your opinions and what you believe and who you are, like that can't shift. Like I can't. No. It just is.
How much different are you gonna become as a human being?
Yeah, exactly.
Like at this stage, I'm saying like obviously growth is great and you should always be growing and adapting your mindset. But I think after like 8 years in comedy, that's for me, or 4, right, 5, whatever. It's like you should get a solid grasp by this point of like who you are as a comic and what kind of material you're gonna do. Like you shouldn't be lost after 8 years. You should be like, imagine I'm like, I don't know, man, fuck, this thing I need another 8 years to figure it out. Like no, like
that would be scary,
right? I kind of already knew after like 3, 4, 5 years.
You're like, this is my voice. This is what I want to talk about. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. I mean, that I think that's the best piece of advice I've gotten overall. So,
I remember you gave that. You didn't give that advice to me, but you were talking about this, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, in person, I think we talked similarly about this stuff too, right? Yeah, but no, you're great. You're so funny, and
that's so nice. Thank you.
Yeah, and I see that you've grown a nice audience online too.
Trying my hardest.
You're killing it on there. What was the first things that blew up for you on your socials?
On TikTok, I would just do like talking videos, but it was actually stand up. I would just tell my stand up to camera, but pretend I'm talking.
Oh, okay. So like just front facing.
Yeah, just front facing.
Style?
Yes. Yeah. And then on Instagram, it was a stand up joke, and then a bunch of other stand ups.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick. And that's what you wanted? Like you want to be known for your stand up?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah. But then I really enjoyed the fact that you can just talk and people want to hear it. Because then that gave me more confidence in my stand-up. I was like, oh, maybe this group of people isn't really vibing, but there's a whole world out there.
Yeah.
And they want to hear
100%
what it's like being a black woman in Australia.
Definitely. And then we always talk about too, my brother and I too, and about there's a world of people you haven't even reached yet.
Isn't that wild?
But you can't there's a ceiling in person.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can go out on every room for the next 5 years, and most people in the city would have seen you, but that's the cap of people who could be fans of you.
Yes.
But within 2 days, you can get 5 million views, and now you have all these other fans around the world who fuck you for fucking who fuck. Yeah, we're gonna fuck her.
We've all decided. We've called a meeting, and it's her.
Anisa, who is fucking you? I need to know if you are straight.
No! Why are you so good at that?
Yeah, what?
You're so good at that voice.
Is that? What? I was trying to do a Ugandan accent. Is that?
You did Nigerian, but it was very good.
I always do Nigerian.
It's really good.
Was it even a hint of Ugandan?
Not at all.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, teach me how to do it right now. I have to get it now.
I can't even do it.
You can't even do it. You just did it.
You're
phony.
I'm just black.
I'm just black.
I don't know how to do it.
I'm just black.
What kind?
You said it's more soft spoken. It's like
it is very. Okay, I feel like when I do the African accent, it sounds like I'm just doing blackface. I genuinely don't know how they talk.
Like your parents? Like
she talks very slow, but when I do it, she says I'm making her sound disabled.
Disabled.
I don't know.
I'm not this slow.
Yeah.
I do try it once in a while. But if it's not happening, it's just like
I need to learn it, but I genuinely don't know.
It's for me, I love the Nigerian Ghanaian accent the most.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. Yeah. So I always just gravitate towards it. I always end up back there. I could be doing a Chinese accent. I'll end in a Nigerian accent.
It's a fun accent.
You know? Yeah. Yeah. Or like. Yeah.
Oh, really?
All over
That's
Canada.
awesome.
Yeah. And yeah, they're great though. Great people. Some of them great. Some of the best people.
How's very confident.
Oh, very confident. Yeah, they'll steal your girl.
Yeah,
no problem. That. No, this is my girl now. Huh?
It's wild.
She's mine.
I've seen them hitting on girls with the boyfriend right there.
Oh, yeah. No problem. They have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
That's why I told you I gravitate towards Africans a lot, too. I've always gone along with Africans some of the most.
Hells yeah.
Yeah. I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
They speak so poetically.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I think, Nigerians specifically are very poetic, but it's kind of like Persians, too, because Persians are poetic. So that's why I feel like I gravitate a lot to them. We're very similar in that way.
Like, instead of
I get that vibe.
Down,
yeah.
The logic has left his body.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so emphatic.
Yeah. Fucking, I saw one of this guy. He's talking about like someone like fucked him over. He's like, my enemy has won. You know?
Yeah.
Some, you know what I mean? Like their words are it's so funny.
They're the worst people to be roasted by. I think an African roasted me, and they were like, if something like if beauty was a crime, you'd be innocent. I was like, that's way worse than being called ugly.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
I'd rather you call me horrendous.
Yeah.
Your beauty is not it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a 1 out of 10. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was I saying? How did we get to this? We were talking about something else.
Oh yeah, accents, Ugandan accents. Yeah, I don't know how to do one. I wish I did.
What were we talking about before that though? We got into Ugandan for some reason. Because I was talking about maybe something about your mom or your family. Oh, no. Lost my train of thought. Stand up. Something about stand up. What were you saying? What were you saying about stand up?
How stand up's different to from Australia.
Yeah.
America.
Oh yeah. The views.
Yeah.
The views online. So I guess I was gonna ask is what so obviously you have fans now. Have you noticed a certain demographic of people who either interact with you or message you or come to your live shows?
Oh yeah. On TikTok, it's majority South African people.
Oh, South African.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Similar humor to Ugandan humor, like very dark, roasting each other. And then on Instagram, it's mainly the States.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's what you want, honestly.
You reckon?
U.S. is the best market for comedy, so.
Hell yeah. It's just so large. It's like
massive.
You're in the U.S. Where though?
There's 52 different mini countries you can go to in the U.S.
Yeah, so...
or 51. I think it's 51.
It will make touring difficult, but like, it's just nice to know. No?
It would make it amazing.
Yeah?
Why would it be difficult?
Because with other places, you're like, if it's like Australia, it's like, okay, you could just tour around. It's like US, go where?
Oh, you can go to 10 different places within one state. Within a city, you could do 3 different places. That's how big it is. But that's how good it is too.
And I'm like, will people come? I don't know.
100%.
Okay.
If anything, in America, what I found from my experience too, and I haven't been down a lot either, but I also have fans from America.
Yeah.
And they're always like so supportive. Like, not that everywhere else isn't supportive, but they're like really into comedy and they want to like support you. Like, please come to this city. Please come here. Like, I want to buy tickets for me and my family or whatnot. Right. Like, and they will buy the tickets no matter what the price. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just into it. They're into the culture of it. So, and they big up people that are either of their own, or like exports of like or imports into their own country. Like, if eventually when I go to the U.S., like Americans are gonna like back me up and support me to like push me up.
That's awesome.
Same way Canadians would, because I'm from Canada. But like they're like, yo, whoever's in our country, let's get them successful. They're like that, as opposed to here.
That's crazy.
Tall poppy syndrome over here.
Yeah.
They're like, oh man, like why are you fucking acting like that, right? Like, fucking sit down, bro. Like, you know, it's like they shit on people's success over here. They don't want you to do better than them.
Which is interesting in the sense of like stand up, where it's all about. You have to be confident. You don't have to be a dick or arrogant. Like, you just have to be confident in your act and confident in what you're saying. But it's like trying to be that in a tall poppy syndrome country. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You could feel it. I could feel it. Like, you can tell like some comedians too, or like producers, and like they're just like arrogant and you know, just standoffish, like you said, right?
Yeah, because your style is in Australia, it's different.
No one's really doing that here.
No one. And then when I went to the States and I was like, just this normal Australian style, just talking like this, they were like, what the are you scared? Are you scared of us?
Right? And yeah, exactly. That's the difference too, is like they are intimidated by me here, I think, but mainly because of my energy too. Yeah. Because like I can tell, like people are like, oh, like I've literally gotten these comments before from other comedians. I'm not gonna name them, but I don't really like, you know, talk to them really anyway, or I'm not really friends with them, but they'll be like, oh, this guy's like smiling again, or like, oh, like he comes in a green room, and I'm like, whenever I go into a green room, whenever I see you, right, we meet for the first time, I'm kind, right? I open up. Some of these guys don't like that.
What?
Yeah, they're like, yo, this guy's always smiling, bro. Like, fucking, like, yeah, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you want me to be mean? What do you want?
What do you want me to do? Like, not look at you? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just who I am, though. Like, I'm just like a happy guy. Like, I'm excited. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm a fun guy, But then, yeah, I sense that like it's intimidating to those people because it's like, why is this guy so excited? It's like, yo, calm down,
Yeah.
I get that a lot here, but over there in America,
I got that as well.
I'm sure you have, but that's why when you go to America and you're saying like, you're like quiet, it's because you're used to here. Over there in America, because I've seen it, it's helped me to be bigger and louder.
Yes.
Because that's how they are over there.
Yes.
They take over the stage.
And even act outs, like I feel like here act outs and just stuff like that is seen as hack because they're like, you don't have jokes, like just do your jokes. Why are you overcompensating? No. But it's like it's a part of it.
That's the whole point.
You're a performer. Perform.
Exactly, and it's like not everyone's the best writer, but also not everyone's the best performer.
And who cares?
But that's fine. You have your own style.
Yeah.
So I could be the same thing. Like, yo, bro, why don't you all you do is just stand there and like monotone. Like it's kind of hack. It's the same thing. So many people who do monotone material. So that's hack.
Yeah.
So that's your logic, right? Because you're saying like everyone else does physical comedy that it's like hack. It's like, no, everyone fucking does what you do too.
That's right.
So everything's hack. All right, cool. We're all hack. So now what?
Exactly.
I have 400,000 followers on Instagram. You have 165,000. You have 2. And you're not going to sell any tickets because you're getting in your own way, complaining about other people when you can be growing your own shit. But us, who see it a little differently, and you want to expand and become a successful comedian one day, and you don't let your ego get in the way, and you're humble about it, and you're kind, that will get you way further. And that's what truly matters.
Hells
so,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
So having we'll hear a different voice. What helped you like continue to cultivate that without worrying about other people and being like, oh, don't do those jokes, don't do this, don't do that. Did you just tour your audiences to build your voice, or you were just like, fuck that noise, I'm gonna do what I want to do?
A bit of both, because building my own audience online has been great because I know typically what will work just based off of my videos, and it's like I can, because you can't really translate video to stand up. You have to like adapt a little bit. You have to mix it, right? Especially nowadays, because people, like people who just do skits, their stand-up is not going to be this. You can't just do skits on stage, right?
Yeah.
So I found a way to kind of incorporate like the things that people like online to my stand-up style on stage.
Cool.
Because you also can't just do like straight stand-up shit and not include the stuff that people are there to see you for. Because like people like me for my accents or characters, and they see me live, they want to see me do at least like similar to what I do online. Has to be somewhat on brand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Has to be similar. Otherwise, they'll be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, it's so different from online. Like, it's not what I came for.
Yeah.
So that's important, one. And then, yeah, like 2, it's not like performing in front of an audience that isn't yours isn't valuable, because there's still people who still don't know who you are, but they could like your humor.
Yeah.
So that's also the beauty of that, of doing it in front of strangers or not my audience, because then I'm like, all right, like they still will probably laugh anyway, but they just don't know who I am. But that doesn't matter. It's still practice. And so I'm not attached to just like performing for just my audience, because also you don't want to like pull too much from the same well all the time. And like, you have to like, it's hard to come up with new material all the time, right?
Yes.
So it's good to do the random rooms and other people's shows, right? So it's like you can build up your material, so then when you go on tour, the people who want to see you live from your following, they'll pay the ticket to see you at like a proper show.
So you don't try to like build your material using your crowd. You'll build it using...
Rarely.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Because then that's the whole point of why we're even here in the first place.
Right.
Because I needed like a bunch of stage time in a different place that's not like typically my audience or where they would be. So I can like practice and get the reps in. Awesome. So then when I go and do a tour, the people who really fuck with me online, they're going to see me for the first time after like a couple of years now of doing this material. Yeah. And it's going to bang.
Hell yeah.
It's going to come out with a bang, because they're like, oh, fuck. Like, I didn't know, where'd this come from?
That's so cool.
That's what you want, right? So, yeah, that's how I see it. But,
and that's a year process for you, a year of writing, creating, testing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole process right now. Because I'm doing a tour next year in 2025, and we've pretty much booked like most of the venues in the cities.
Hell yeah!
And we're gonna announce them in a few months from now.
That's exciting.
But yeah, it is, and it's like that's why we do what we do, and that's why I think the content is so important. Because without that, I wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't be doing this. Like this is literally content.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying? And so, because I know you mentioned that before off the record too about like you were listening to our previous chat about this stuff, about like how important it is to put the content out and to engage with your audience, because like without them, like who are you? You're nobody. And so, but nonetheless, I think you should never stray away. Is that right? Sway away. You should never sway yourself away from being yourself on stage, no matter where you are. I've performed in fucking buttfuck up north Queensland, or other places in Australia where it's like pure white audiences, like old people.
Yes.
And I crushed with my fucking ethnic material. So it's like you never know.
Yeah, and you kind of just like, because I did an old crowd and I was like, nah, they're not gonna like this. But it's like, maybe. How do you know?
You have no idea.
Just do your shtick.
Just do your shit. Like, don't be oblivious and like, if you're bombing, like, just like act like you're killing it. Like, you can still, actually, there is ways to address that still. Because I don't know, I was going to ask, like, when you're bombing, if, I'm sure everyone bombs.
Yeah, of course.
You're like, no, I've actually never done bad. When you're bombing on stage or when you've bombed, like, what's the best way for you to kind of get out of that? Or like, what's your thing? I
kind of really enjoy bombing because I think I'm like quite charming and people like me. So then I just be myself, and that's when the laughter comes.
The laughter?
The laughter. That's when sounds like I choked there. That's where the laughter comes. So I'm really enjoying that. Because before I was like a writing freak, like this is a script. I'm going to say it like that, word for word, set up punchline. And then I feel like I found funny in those moments of bombing and trying to get out of it.
And what do you do? Like, you just kind of like, oh, well, you guys don't like that? That's cool. Blah, blah, blah. Or like, what do you do?
I'll just say, if I say nigger lips, for example, I'll say, why didn't you laugh? And they'll be like, oh, because blah, 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 blah. And then I'll explain, well, or I'm like, why is your face like that? Like, why are you looking? And then I'll address it just by asking. Because sometimes they're thinking something or.
That's so funny.
And they'll tell me.
They'll tell you?
Yes. They're like, oh, I feel uncomfortable or blah, blah, blah. They'll explain. Yeah.
That's so funny. That's actually happened?
Yeah. And it's helpful because then I'm like, oh, okay, well. And then I elaborate. Like I was bombing the other night and then I said, well, what else? I was just talking about race. And I was like, well, what else would you want me to talk about? And she's like, tell us something positive about Australia. And then I ended up thinking about, okay, well, what's a positive story? And then I wrote a joke that's like, I quite enjoy. I think it may be like one of my closes, but it's like I can say that and then pair it with these other things. So maybe that's what the set was missing. I don't know.
True. What, you think it was just like all just bashing Australia?
Yeah, this is why I hate Australia. But there's also another perspective. Like, why do I like it here?
Right. And since then you've been doing that?
Yeah.
See, I mean, I actually do kind of agree with that. I think it's like if you're going to talk about the reasons why a place or a thing is bad, like to be funny about it, it is good to almost set it up with the positive stuff first.
Yes.
Because then people are like, that's great, and then but here's why it's wrong or here's why it's bad, and then like you can kind of get away with it more that way.
I think so too, and I used to think like if a joke didn't work, it's not funny, but I feel like there's something they're not understanding. Yeah. About what I'm saying. So what is it that you don't understand?
Yeah. Exactly.
What can I clarify?
Have you gotten any like weird interactions after a show from an audience member?
I've had one that was really odd. Well, maybe it's not odd. Maybe it's justified. I made a joke where I call this guy a rapist. And everyone laughed because he totally looked like a rapist. And then after he came up to me, he's like, why would you say that? I actually work with vulnerable children. Da, 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 da. And he just kept following me around trying to tell me how he wasn't a rapist. And I was like, it was just a joke.
That's a little fishy, buddy.
It's a little rapey.
Why are you following me, sir? We just finished saying
Yeah.
that you look like a rapist.
Exactly.
And
So
he's telling you he's not one.
Yeah.
That's someone who's guilty of being a rapist.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to tell you, convincing you.
That I
3
don't
times.
rape.
I don't do that.
What do you know?
I don't do that. And the fact that he said he's vulnerable with children.
Like he works with vulnerable children and
That's
social work.
actually even worse.
You have easy
You
access.
can't. Exactly. You can't just say I work with vulnerable children.
Yeah.
After that statement.
Exactly.
That's wild.
I was gonna double down, but I was like, oh no.
That's what I'm saying. Those are so tough to get away with because it's so dark.
Usually it's fine, but then after that, I was like, I won't do that anymore.
Yeah, you have to feel it. You have to. It still has to be like funny for you.
Yeah.
You can't feel like it's like wrong or like or like it's. If you're doubting it, then you probably shouldn't do it.
I feel.
I think I don't know, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. And then sometimes you're just like, I'm just gonna have to sacrifice this audience member for the joy
Pure
of
sacrifice.
Yes.
Pure sacrifice.
Exactly.
For the family.
Yeah, that's right.
Why are you gay?
Catchphrase of the year.
That's gonna be stuck in my head.
Why are you gay?
That's so
and
perfect.
they mean it.
It's true. Completely mean
From
it.
my core, I
From
want
my
to know
core.
why you're gay.
Yeah, like they genuinely want to know.
Yeah.
Please tell me the truth.
Yeah.
I need to know.
So I have a lot of step siblings. So my step brother is moving to the States, and my dad is talking to me and my brother. He's like, I really need you guys to help me out. I need you to stop him from being gay. It's going around.
That's so funny.
Genuinely. And I was like, I'm thinking how?
Yeah, I'll just talk to him.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dad. I got it.
We'll get it sorted. Yeah.
We'll get it out of him.
Wild.
We'll scare him out of it.
Crazy.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So have you ever had like anything like racist happen to you at a show or?
Yes.
From the audience?
Yes.
During your set or after or before?
During. What did this guy call me? This guy called me. Do you know what a jigaboo is?
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's like.
No way.
Yeah. He's like jigaboo.
Like a white guy.
Yes. He called me a jigaboo. And I don't know why. I was so taken aback. Like I was actually really sad because I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's kind of mean.
Yeah,
and I was doing pretty well.
Oh.
And then everyone's like, keep going. And I was like, I don't wanna. And then I just said my final minute. And then the guy running the show, he dinged me when it was time. I was like, well, you didn't need to ding the bell.
Oh, did you not just hear?
Yeah.
What this guy said, you don't need to ding me. I got dinged spiritually already.
Yeah, exactly. But that was good because I was like, okay, well, I'm glad that happened. So next time, that's not going to shake me or be a shock or whatever.
Can't get any worse than that.
Jigaboo is peak. Yeah, peak shock.
N-word might be the worst.
Yeah, but jigaboo
but yeah,
sneaks
but
up on you.
Yeah. What does that even mean? Like exactly, I don't know exactly what it means. Like, is it
I think a jigaboo is like. Have you seen the doll?
Oh, that.
It's like a exaggerated caricature of what a black person looks like,
Yes.
and they have the big red lips, and that's a jigaboo.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Thank you for rubbing it in, making me explain what a jigaboo.
No, I genuinely was like, because I've heard it before. I'm like, I knew it was bad, but I didn't know exactly what it was. But that's pretty bad.
You know those words where you're like, I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound good.
Oh, I know.
Jigaboo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it just sounds wrong.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
like, oh, this is not going well.
So that was wild, but I think, it was really helpful.
Yeah, because you think it grew a thicker skin for you?
100%.
I mean, in a way, for comedy, it is good. It's good for that reason.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
in the moment, obviously, it sucks.
Yeah.
And did you how'd you feel about it like afterwards? Like, did it affect you like emotionally for the next like day or
It did, because I kind of had this mindset that the stage is the only place racism doesn't exist. Like, you either do well, you kill, or you bomb. That's it. People will laugh or they won't. It doesn't matter what your skin color was. And then to have that, I was like, oh. It was because I felt like the stage is kind of like my safe place as well, you know? So that was confronting. But then it just made me, a better comedian, I feel. Now I expect everything.
Really?
Yeah.
That way you avoid more disappointment that way. If you expect it to be bad or the worst that could happen.
Yeah, I think so. And also, I kind of feel like this is my safe place. Like, you're not going to scare me off of the stage, you know?
That's good. That's a good way to look at it. It's a good frame of mindset. And it's true because you are being the most vulnerable on the stage.
Yes.
So the fact that you heard something like that in such a vulnerable moment, I'm sure it could affect someone, in a very strong way for a day, a week, or whatnot, right? But I think it's great how you're seeing it in a different light. Like you're saying, it helps you to grow a thicker skin for, the future. Because now if anyone ever were to say something similar to that, you're like, oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
I know what to do.
And I also feel like, I don't know how you feel about this online, is it kind of encouraged me to be more vulnerable. Because maybe when he said that, it wasn't funny, but I was like, okay, well, this is why what you said hurt my feelings. And like, I've got stories about that. I can be more vulnerable with my jokes. So it's like online, when people say mean stuff, it's like, okay, well, I already talked about this. You're calling me. Do you know what I mean? There's no new information.
And have you talked about this specific thing or similar stories like this on your socials?
No, I haven't.
I think that
the feeling I have, but not the exact experience.
Right. Because I think that stuff would resonate a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially because you have an audience now too, and it's like, I don't know if you do a lot of stories on just you talking. Do you do that?
Yeah, that's my.
Yeah.
Yeah, mainly stories.
Well, now that I'm following you, I'll see.
Yes.
Because that's something that's big for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, like, if I can encourage other creators or comedians to do the same, it really takes your brand to the next level. Because when you open up vulnerably, I don't know if that's a word, more emotionally on your stories or on your feed or whatnot, when people follow you for comedy, you'll get a lot of people who will really support you even heavier. Because they're like, oh shit, like it's actually a real person.
Yeah.
Not just like a clown, like a comedian, I'm just making jokes, haha. Like it's good. They're there for that reason. But then there's a lot of people now, after a couple of years, where they're like, yo, like honestly, I followed you for the comedy, but I really follow you for your journey now.
Wow.
Because it's like you're opening up about your mental health, about weight loss,
Yes.
So I'm going through right now. Fucking, I don't know, just like just mindset stuff with comedy, with confidence, being vulnerable, like, oh, like I'm self-conscious about certain, what the list goes on. When you talk about real shit, people on a human level, nothing resonates more.
Wow.
And that's what will take your shit to the next level, I think.
So not worrying about punchlines or being funny in the video, you just being vulnerable and honest.
Like I'm just saying, on top of the other stuff, like on the stand-up clips or the skits. Like, those are its own thing. Like you always post those, right? But I'm saying, like on stories, it's a great place.
On stories.
On your Instagram stories.
Yeah, great.
Or if you want, once in a while, like to if it's post worthy and like you feel like, oh, like this could resonate with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Post it on your feed. And
that's great.
And like you'd be surprised. There's been so many times like that. That's like some of the most shared shit for me.
Yeah.
On my stories, is when I post something about me in the gym or me like talking about some health thing or whatnot, right? So, and I think it's super valuable, but that's just something I'm explaining. So maybe to encourage you, if you've thought about doing that and you just didn't or you hesitated, I definitely would recommend it.
I will. It's so helpful. I've done it once on my TikTok, and I remember posting it. I was so scared. I was like, but then you're letting people in.
No, well, that's
like, I'm a real person.
Yeah, but that's what people want.
Yeah.
It's great. I think it's great. Like you can be a comedian and have 8 million followers, and all you post is your stand-up clips or comedy. Yeah. But the person who has the same amount of followers but also posts the other shit takes it to the next level, in my opinion. That's way better for brand.
Because it's at that point, it's like people see themselves in you.
Yeah, and
in your struggle, and they want you to win.
Right, they want you to win, exactly. Rather than, oh, it's just funny, like haha, like oh, it's great, funny stuff, but yeah, like we don't know much about him.
And I love that. Like I love the underdog story.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I post funny stories that are a bit sad, people are like, oh, everyone feels bad for you, or you're making yourself out to be the victim or whatever. But it's like, this is real. We're all underdogs. We're all struggling. And this is like this. Yeah. I just love the underdog story.
100%. And that's been my whole life too. And I'm sure for you too.
Hell yeah.
Right? Because in a way it's nice because you're like, fuck, I want to prove these motherfuckers wrong.
Yeah.
But also like you're doing it for yourself, which is, most of it should be that. But yeah, it's good to have that chip on your shoulder. But also the more vulnerable you get, the less people can fuck with you.
100%, dude. 100%.
You know what I'm talking about?
I used to do this bit. Okay. I don't do it anymore because I think it's a bit hacky. But like I used to do this bit when I would take my wig off. And it's like at that point, what can you say to me? Like this is the most vulnerable I can be. Like, you want to make fun of me? I've done it. This is peak black woman making fun of. Like, which is so fun. I love that.
Yeah. But see how exciting it is when you think about it?
It's so exciting. Because
you're like, fuck these walls and shit.
Yeah.
I gotta be myself.
It's awesome. I love it.
It's the best. And then nothing can touch you after that. At
all. It's like a peak. It's like the bullied kid reaching their final form.
Literally, it's like Uno reverse card on your bitch ass.
I love that.
I switch it on you.
And the crazy thing is you're going to keep being insecure about more things as life goes on. But it's like practicing that. Just being. Vulnerability at all times.
And accepting it. And being open to it happening. That's the difference.
Hell yeah.
It's like, yeah, fuck. Yeah, man. You know how many times to this day I've lost 100 pounds.
Yeah. 40
something kilos in a year.
Hell
a year and a bit. To this day, people will still shit on me for being fat. On my comments or in my DMs even. Everywhere. I'm like, bro, like, you, and the thing is, they follow you, or if they don't follow you, it's like, bro, you see the journey.
Yeah.
It's like, you're still going to say this stuff. So it's like, you're always going to get people who will shit on you regardless of, no matter how vulnerable you are, how open you are, how much of a transformation you've made.
I'm like, why are you gay?
Yeah, exactly. That it's always a version of that. There's always someone saying something to criticize you, and that's where a lot of people get discouraged and they quit.
Yeah.
Or they they get in their head. But I'm here to say, it's like, it's inevitable. You're always gonna have people shitting on you. Especially when it comes to an audience.
Yeah. You
just have to learn how to navigate that when it does come, and I think that's the best way is to just like already be self-aware enough to be like, yeah, man, honestly, I know. But I also know where I'm going. Yeah. So I don't care what you think.
Facts.
But obviously, easier said than done because we're only human, and sometimes you do get affected by hate comments. I'm sure you've gotten them in your DMs or whatnot, right? It's like I still get affected sometimes, but like it's way quicker that I'll get over it.
Yes.
I'll just be like, that's shitty, but fuck this guy,
Yeah.
I'm on my own path.
How do you deal with when you put out a video, you're like, oh, this actually isn't that good. And then the trolls are like, yeah, you're right. It's not that good.
Yeah, I mean.
Or you're just like, I'm just sharing with my friends. Like, it's not that deep. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
I don't mind. I'm actually completely open to anything at this point.
Yeah.
Any feedback. It's like, it was always hard because I was always I was defensive about when someone had pushback on something. I'd be like, what do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about? No, you don't know shit. Right? But that's when you realize it's your insecurities that are coming out when you push back so heavily. You're like, they're just trying to help you, bro. But you think like they're attacking you, but it's not like that. A lot of times people do give constructive criticism, and it's like sometimes tough to hear, but it's amazing to hear.
Yeah.
You need to hear it sometimes. So, but have you gotten like some crazy hit in your DMs?
Yeah, heaps.
Really?
So
heaps.
Yeah.
Heaps, man.
I got a hate email yesterday.
A hate email.
I was like, you went the extra mile to find my email?
Wow.
Is that normal?
I've gotten one in my life.
Oh,
or
okay.
two. It's not normal though.
Oh, okay.
At this day and age, it's not normal.
Yeah.
What was the email?
I didn't read it, but the title was like nigger freak. I was like, not opening that. Can I say nigger freak? Is that?
You just said it.
Okay. Twice.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, I'm not opening that one.
Holy shit. That was the subject line.
Yeah, I was like, nigger. And he actually sent me so many.
What?
Yeah.
How many?
Maybe he sent me one the other day and then 3 yesterday.
Jesus.
And I was like, oh, okay, hate email. That's cool. Does that mean something? Yeah.
Damn. I don't even know what to say to that. That's fucked up.
It's fine.
How'd you feel about it?
Unique, creative. Because at this point, like, I read so many slurs that when I read one that's like creative, a good combination of words, I'm like, nigger freak. That's pretty good. Nigger freak is good.
Sounds like an album.
Yeah, nigger freak. Would you buy nigger freak?
Hey, I'm here to support you. Whatever you do, I'll buy it.
But yeah, that was wild. But
that's wild. That's really wild. That's one of the more wild things I've heard, I think.
What I'm doing now is I'm trying to find because it did bug me a little bit, but I'm like, how can I repurpose this into content? So I've just been like getting hate comments and just like responding sassy things and doing it as a reel. I
actually saw one of yours of doing that.
Yeah, that's I'm like, thank you.
That's good. And how did that go?
Yeah, pretty well.
Yeah, people are obviously loving it and commenting and everything.
Yeah, and if I can find a way to turn it into something positive,
it's great.
Yeah,
that's useful. The best. What's your favorite type of content to make?
I just love talking videos.
Yeah?
Yeah. Every time I post it, my boyfriend's like, please, for the love of God, move the camera away from your face, because it's just like this.
In your face.
Yeah, but they're so much fun.
That's the best. And you do skits too. I've seen it. You've done a couple skits.
I've started recently in like the last week, but I'm not very good at them.
Yeah, it's all right. With that Asian guy?
Yeah.
Nice.
How do you just decide like this is the type of content I post? Or are you just like, I'm going to do everything?
Whatever I find funny.
Yeah, cool.
It also like makes sense for my brand at the time, which is like,
What does that mean?
Like what people generally like from me.
Cool.
Or in that field of content, in that subject matter.
But whatever form that takes, you're like...
Sure, yeah. I'll always try new stuff. I don't know, different formats, whatnot, and just post it and then see what happens. It's not up to you. The quality isn't up to you. The quality is up to the market to decide.
Yeah, facts.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah. How do you have you thought about like have you gotten people asking you to come to their city to perform?
I have, but I don't know because I don't know how many people need to ask till I'm like, this is actually viable for me to go. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, how do you decide where you're going to go? Obviously, Instagram will say this city, but sometimes you're like, who's going to come?
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's good to put like polls on stories.
Yeah.
To gauge interest. But generally, yeah, like, we talk to people all the time on DMs, on text. We text people, email lists. And that's...
so you're talking to fans.
We're always engaging every day.
Cool.
Yeah, all the time.
So you're talking in the DMs?
Yeah, all the time. Everything.
Word?
Yeah.
They DM you and you just DM back?
Yeah. Like,
you're not just like, hey.
No. Sliding into fucking thousands of people's DMs. I mean, sometimes I do that where I'll just like... just to surprise them, because if they're fans or like I can see they're commenting on my posts a lot, but then just like, surprise them in a good way. But no, like I always just respond to as many as I can possible.
Great.
Like people will message me like 7 times. I never responded, but like, I'll just like go in, I'll finally respond or send them a video, a voice note. And they're like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
That's cool.
And so, yeah, you just kind of like slowly but surely over time, you kind of take note of where people are from and, like the demographic stats, you check that, and then you just kind of like you just have to like take a hit, like take a guess and just go for it. Like usually the major markets is a safe bet at first.
Yeah,
it's like New York, LA, you know what I'm saying, or what Toronto. It's like you'll be fine.
And do you think there's any utility now in the age of social media of being like, okay, maybe I don't have a fan base in this market or this city, but I like the city. I'm going to be in the city. So I'm just going to do the clubs and build a fan base manually.
Yeah. Well,
like just doing the club circuit.
Well, not even that. I think it's even me being in Australia for a year, I've built more and more Australian fans online.
Yes.
Because I've geared a little bit of my content towards, some Australian videos or like collab with some Australian people.
Yes.
And like I'm getting a little bit from their audience. So it's like slowly but surely people start to recognize and they're like, oh shit, he's in Australia. I love his stuff. And I'm Aussie, but like I'm Persian or I'm Arab or I'm Chinese or I'm African, right? But I'm in Australia. So like you'll find people. Like I said from the beginning, like you'll always find your people.
That's cool.
No matter where you are. So, I think that's the most powerful thing. Powerful, yeah. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah. I had another question here. Actually, are you? Is there anything you're afraid to talk about on stage, or that you have been in the past?
Yeah, I've been really afraid to talk about my family.
Even to this day?
Yeah, even to this day.
Why?
Because they all follow me and they watch my videos religiously. And if I say anything they dislike, my mom's on me. She's like, really? I saw your video you posted 6 seconds ago.
6 seconds ago?
Like, yeah, my family's on me like that. And
wow.
So I just worry, which is difficult as a stand-up because you have to be authentic and you can't, this is your life. How are you not going to talk about the main part of your life?
I know.
And you have to do it honestly. Otherwise, the crowd knows you're lying.
For sure.
So that's something I don't know how to...
Like you still to this day, you haven't talked about your family, you're saying? On stage?
Well, I've got a couple of surface level bits.
Yeah, but not like you haven't gone deeper on it.
Yeah, I'm not saying what I want to say, you know?
Interesting. And
maybe
you're
that's
scared?
I am, yeah. Maybe that's because I still live with my mom, so I'm like she's in the household.
Yeah, right.
You can't just like.
I know you can't shy. You can't you're always gonna see her.
That's right, and I mean I could just do the jokes I want to do live, but eventually they're gonna be clipped up and posted.
I know. And why you think your mom's gonna be like, Anisa, what is this shit?
I know she will.
Really?
100%, yeah.
But like, what's gonna happen? Like, she's gonna kick you out of the house or something? Like, is it that bad or like?
No, kick me out the house, but just be displeased.
Really?
I'm starting to slowly move away from that. But because Ugandans, we're all about family.
Yeah, I know.
Strong family unit. So if your family doesn't fuck with you, you're like,
I know. So you're just like, I guess you're more so just a little bit nervous to kind of see that kind of reaction from them.
100%. Yeah. My family and even like my boyfriend's sister rocked up to a show without telling me. And I messaged the booker. I was like, I was headlining. I was like, I need to be up there for as little time as possible. Like, I was so scared of what she was going to think of me. I don't know really? Why.
And she's also Ugandan?
No, they're Malaysian. But I was so scared.
Oh, why were you scared of her?
I don't know. I'm just scared of my family and my boyfriend's family. I don't know.
And your boyfriend is Ugandan too?
He's Malaysian.
They're
Australian.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
I was so scared. I don't know why. Did you have that early on, or like what your family's gonna think?
A little bit. Yeah. I get it because it's like you grow up with like things like that you're talking about with family being sacred and like private, right?
Yes.
But like you realize like as a comedian, that's the opposite of what you have to be.
Yeah.
Not private.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have those thoughts, and in my mind, and actually it's funny enough, the first time my mom saw me live, which was 2 years into comedy, it was at a showcase show in front of 300 people, and one of my jokes in the set was about her, and it was like a little bit like a raunchy joke, but like it was just like an innuendo. That was just, I personally at the time was like, oh, this is my best joke, and it was my best joke, and it was like funny to everyone else, but I could just see my mom in the crowd, and as I was doing the joke, her head was just like down because she was like embarrassed.
Yeah.
She knew I was talking about her.
Yeah.
And whether it was bad or good, it's just like that. It's that idea of like, why are you talking about me? Or like you're talking about me in front of all these people. Like,
yes,
you're revealing to them about like my personal life. Like, why?
Yes.
And throughout the years, actually, like there were times where she'd be like, no, stop like talking about me on stage, or like, no, like, oh, you're making another joke about me, or like, because like some of my jokes are about my mom.
Yeah,
like,
obviously,
all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, like she would always make that remark, and like I'd just be like, no, like don't worry, it's fine, it's just a joke,
Yeah.
And like she understands, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like she maybe sometimes wishes that it didn't have to be that way. But at this point now, after so many years, she understands it fully, and like she's actually very supportive, and like they're both very supportive. But yeah, even my dad too. It's like making even videos on him.
Yeah.
Showing like as a Persian dad character. He's like, yo. One time my dad actually, he saw a video, one of the first dad videos I did online. He's like, yo like, Neema Jan, like, John means deer, like Neema John. You know, can you take out this one part, or like, yo, like, are you sure, like, can you take this video down because it's like, you know, people are gonna think like I do that, and like, I'm like, yeah, but like you do. But it's funny. It's funny. It's just like, it's embarrassing, and to them, it's like they don't like shame or embarrassment.
Yes,
is something really heavily looked down on
100%
in our culture too. So I'm sure the same thing for you.
Yeah.
And so I definitely get that, but also at the same time, it's like at some point you have to just like I said with selling your jokes to the audience, like it's the best thing they've ever heard. You have to confidently be like, no, like trust me, like this is what I have to do. You have to be so convinced and convincing to be like, sorry, like this is just this is my career, and this is what will make me the money.
How do you explain it? Because for my mom, she's like, talk about yourself, don't talk about me. But it's like, bro, I live with you.
There's so much material with you.
Yeah.
I have to talk about it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, but that's the thing is like at some point, if it has to be disappointing, it has to be disappointing.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But like, what do you care about the most? You have to ask yourself, what do you care about the most?
Stand up.
Your career, right?
We're sick. Comedians are sick. We're sick people.
But that's why we're in this field. Otherwise, you have to be 100% dedicated. You have to love it, right? You have to be fucking sacrificed like crazy.
Yeah.
Right? But that's the reality. Like your priority is your career. And then it's your relationships or your family, and then whatever after that.
But
right?
it's a career.
But it's a career. So it's like, if you have to sacrifice disappointing or embarrassing your parents, unfortunately, as bad as that sounds, it's like, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But like I'm saying, like I'm a good example of like at the beginning they were a little iffy on it, me talking about them, but then now they're like, oh, it's hilarious. Like we get it now. Do you think
money has something to do with it?
A little bit.
Because I remember I did poetry and my mom was like, what the fuck is this? And then when I started making money, she's like, okay.
Maybe you should try this too. Hey, you should do this one.
Exactly. So I think that's it.
That's a big part of it.
She's like, you're not going to embarrass me and be broke. You make money from my shame.
Yeah. If you want to embarrass me, make some money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think that changed?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's exactly it. I think because ultimately what they care about, immigrant parents in general, is for you to survive on your own.
Yes.
And like not well off, but like good enough on your own 2 feet.
Yeah.
They don't want you to be broke or poor or frugal. Like they want you to be fucking good. You know? And so that's where it comes from, because of their upbringing, from their parents and what they hammered down to them about, because their generation is much stricter and tougher.
Yeah, facts.
Like their upbringing is way worse than ours, in my opinion.
I agree.
Overall, generally. And so that's where it comes from. And so, yeah, like when I start to make some money, that's when like my parents were like, all right, okay, like, all right, we get it.
You can do it.
All right, you're good. Like, just like, yeah, you're good.
That's great.
But
I'm excited for that. So she can.
Yeah. You're gonna one day you're gonna make a few $100,000 in a year, and then she's gonna be like, oh, please don't talk about me on stage. Nah. Talk about me more, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring it. Bring more.
Someone's got to take the hit, Mom.
Someone's got to take the hit.
And it's you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so good to have this chat because, remembering what your priorities are.
You have to. And also, after a certain while, like when you're so dedicated to something in your life, eventually the people around you will be like, all right, man, we definitely aren't changing this guy's mind. So now we might as well be on board.
Yeah.
And so that's the point where it gets to. And for me, it's been like that for the past few years. Like now my mom is biggest fan. She's like, oh, now she's telling me what to do.
That's awesome.
She's telling me, like, she's in the videos. She tells me, like, oh, you should talk about this. Remember that time me and you did this thing? And, like, you should talk about that. So it's, like, completely transformed. That's awesome. Yeah. So
I'm excited for that.
I that's what I'm saying. I feel like it will happen eventually. It's just like so hard to see at first.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you've never had that perspective. So you can't see it for yourself.
100%.
Now that I've done it and experienced it, I'm here to tell you, like, it's possible to turn them around. It's possible.
Because I feel like even going back to step one, even just content creating, if you told me that I'd be making videos on my phone, I'm like, you're crazy, dude. No way.
No way.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
No one wants to see my face.
So that's wild to be like, you don't know. Yeah.
You have no idea
what's in store.
You have no idea what's in store. Yeah. So I'd say that's probably the biggest takeaway on that end. Has your mom ever seen you live?
No.
Are you ever gonna invite her out?
She's a Muslim. There's alcohol served.
Okay.
There's crude things being said.
That's haram.
Everything's
that's the most haram
haram.
thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, that's true. That's actually the most haram place you could be.
Yeah.
More than a strip club.
If I invited my family, they would make no money that night. So.
Facts. That's true.
I don't see that happening. I invited my brother actually, and then he was like, "Very good. I have some notes." I was like, "No.
Notes.
No notes.
No. Please. Wait, he has an accent?
He doesn't. I just like making him look stupid.
That's so funny.
He sounds like an Aussie, like a tradie.
Oh, that's crazy.
Full on tradie.
Full on tradie,
just like that.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, exactly like that.
No dramas.
Exactly like that.
That's wild. I can't picture it.
Me either.
Oh, that's interesting. And is your brother supportive? More? Or?
Yeah, he's really supportive.
That's good.
Because he loves stand up.
Okay.
So he's great.
And okay, yeah, that's good. But eventually, when you do theaters, then you can bring your family.
Yeah.
It's like, especially if it's your own material. Obviously, could be crude as well. So maybe I'm not sure if they would still be down for that, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, once it's in that setting, it'll be fine. But it's like you can't bring her to the open mic, and she's like, "You need to give up."
I would never do that. I would never do that. Yeah. No,
yeah.
I would bring my parents to the best shows.
Yeah.
You want to almost prove to them, like, look, I did it. I did this.
That's why I think I was so. I had like a panic attack when my boyfriend's sister came, because all they hear me talk about is like, "This is my dream. This is what I dedicate all my time to." And then I bomb. They'd be like, "Ooh, new dream." That's what made me.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Exactly. So
That's
that
so
scares
funny.
me, but it shouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah. You've been with your boyfriend for like a few years?
5-6 years.
Nice. What's been like the biggest culture shock for you with his culture?
With his culture, well, he's Aussie.
Oh, okay. So
little eyes, but Aussie.
Little eyes.
But the biggest shock was not with his culture, because he's quite Aussie, but like just questioning some things about my culture. Like he's like, "What, you're scared to do things because you're going to disappoint your parents? What's that about? You talk to your parents before every decision? What the hell?" Like that, realizing, oh, that's not normal. That's is that an ethnic thing? Like you're... Okay,
yeah, it's
great.
scarcity.
Yeah.
You have a scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
Of like, oh shit, like, or like a little bit, you're like anxious, paranoid.
Yes.
To make the wrong decision.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're so dependent on like, your parents, and like they teach you about the financial stuff. And
yes.
Save money, fucking, don't waste money.
Yes. Your parents know everything about your money,
Everything.
every cent,
exactly.
He found that strange.
Really? I guess
because Australians don't do that. They move out at 16 and they cut their parents. They just don't.
It's true though. Canadians do the same thing.
Oh, really?
Same thing in Canada and America even. Same thing.
And that's not a bad thing. I think
it's just different. It's just different.
That's right.
So that you see it differently. So that's fine. But he's Malaysian.
He is, but he isn't.
But he's Aussie. Like he's like he's white.
Yeah, like grew up in the Gold Coast.
Oh, okay.
Right next to the beach.
Oh, okay. So he's like full on like tradie vibes.
100%.
But like you've been over to like his family's house, and
yeah,
like they're still Malaysian.
The complex story, but only so his grandmother's Malaysian. She was in Australia by herself. No connection to the Malaysian side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but he's full Malaysian?
No. He's mixed. He's Aussie and Malaysian.
Oh, okay. So he's half.
Yeah. So
okay.
he's probably like a third.
Oh, okay. So not barely then.
Yeah, just the eyes.
So he's like just not Malaysian at all.
Everyone says that. I said the eyes. He's got the eyes.
Like he still has like Asian eyes.
Yes,
but everything
Asian
else
eyes.
is not there.
Yeah, he just looks Asian.
That's wild.
But culturally, he's a white person.
White boy. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
But like, is he still like? Is there still like Malaysian culturally like roots?
Nothing whatsoever.
Really? Like even with the food and everything like that?
Well, his grandmother, like
right.
she makes like fried rice and stuff like that, but she's the only connection.
Wow, that's crazy. That's very interesting.
It is really interesting because he's Aussie. Everything about his family's Aussie, and then you see his grandma. It's this like little
Asian lady.
Yeah, very
so
cute.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's good then. Very diverse.
Yeah. People always like, is he white? Is he Asian? I'm like, what does the joke need? That's what he is.
Yeah. What's the joke here?
Yeah.
That's what really matters.
Yeah. Exactly.
Interesting. All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, I bet.
That's good.
That was very
nice conversation.
Great conversation.
We talked about some shit.
All the things.
All the things.
Now nigger freak is going to be stuck in my head.
That's the name of this podcast episode.
Neema freak with his nigger freak. Sorry. That was, uh-oh.
If you want to plug your socials on this camera right here.
Yeah, so my socials are ANISA_NANDAULA. You'll have to put that somewhere because that's so long.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thanks for doing it. And yeah, check her out. She's amazing. She's really funny and excited to work with you more.
Hells yeah. I can't wait.
It's going to be good. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and we'll see you later. Ciao.